Streamelements said the busy builder is now live, streaming miniatures.
Hello. Cleaning up some of the parts we'll need right now as they fell off the tree. So they've got nubbies. Did I drop a sprocket? There it is. Aha! Not a complete idiot. Sometimes I can be, though. Yeah, we can't fit that in there, so... Boink. It's okay. Not everything has to be a close-up.
Studio said hello.
Hello. Yeah, not everything has to be a close-up, satisfying, perfectly recorded click and snip. Oh my god! He's pulling parts off the sprue! Admit it, y'all do it too. And to go with this, Bradley, we have some period correct figures too. We'll see how I can work it all out. Everything go okay at work today?
RS_studio said yay.
Yeah. That good, huh? So the chieftain is on the way. And so is the other F1 car. Which is kind of neat because it'll show you how things changed between 1995 and 2005 in the design of these things. And the size. We're gonna have to fill and sand that. Little sink mark. Whee! Trying a later afternoon as well, because seems like midday isn't working as well. Could be springtime, everybody's getting out, getting busy. I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of sand-colored plastic dust on my desk. You started working on your little Warhammer tank that you bought, Ares? I mean, little nothing. The thing's the size of a it's about as big as a Baneblade, I think. And I've had to go nuclear on the body for the Charger Street machine. The original degreaser I chose isn't denting the paint that's on it, but the paint's also probably as old as the kit. So I went and got some purple power, and it's soaking in it now. We'll see if it does any better. I think when I build it, I'm going to go total resto mod on it. We're going to tighten in the bumpers. I might even try lighting it. Add some headlights and taillights to it. Because this version comes with the vacuum doors, the blank-off plates. I think it would be neat to actually put some newer style type headlights in it. If I'm doing that, may as well have it lit up. And of course, that polycap is not allowing that wheel to sit all the way. Cut nicely. Thank you. That's better. How's this one? Yeah, I don't remember that one being proud of the surface. Yeah, even that one sits more flush. But yeah, tighten in the bumpers a bit. New tires and rims, which I've already printed out. Detail the engine better. Replace the plastic tube they give you for your fuel lines and spark plug wires with better looking stuff. So I'll figure it out. Now, this isn't going to be like a super detailed build on the Bradley, but I am going to go through some pictures and find some of the easier to refine details. But that'll be mostly external stuff. I think the inside's represented adequately. And things have picked up on the Humvee saving front. We are now almost to 4. So a better chunk of the way there. Still a ways to go. I wish TACOM would actually tool up a good 16th scale Humvee. They're doing all these other vehicles of similar size, like the Weasel and everything. See, that one does it too. But I'm actually feeling pretty decent today. Knees don't hurt anywhere as much as they have been. Don't know if it's because the storms have passed or because I finally kicked myself in the butt and started drinking water more. Probably the water. Let those set up and dry for a minute. Playing with Frankie earlier, so I got cat hair all over the place. And he's picked up a new habit. If I don't play with him, if I don't play fetch and throw his little ball for him, he jumps up on the desk and steals a string of plastic from my styrene scrap holder and runs off with it and drops it where his ball is because he knows I'll run after him to get it. Little bastard. Do not like. Did I have that backwards? I had backwards. And I think the base is having a readiness exercise. I haven't heard the usual sirens, but I heard some thumps earlier, saw some white smoke. I'll have to keep an ear out later tonight, see if I hear the usual. Okay. Ah. NPC Wargaming, thank you for the raid. How you doing?
NPC Wargaming just rated the channel with 9 viewers.
Welcome to the channel.
NPC Wargaming said, hey,
Yeah, we're building an old model here today. It's an Academy Bradley, which is thought of being a knockoff of the Tamiya one, which I pretty much think it is. Thank you. Yeah, not just any Bradley. Wow, is it me, or did she sound like she was losing the will to live as she was saying that? But yeah, we're talking... We're doing alright. We're talking the original 80s version, not the ODS version used in the 90s and so on. Thank you for the follow, Adventure Built. I need to figure out... Okay. I need the A sprue. Here it is. Yep. But how y'all doing? What were you working on your channel? Isn't that the big jiggly guy with his intestines hanging out all over the place? Or am I thinking a different character? D47 and 50. Oh. Gotcha. I'm thinking Nurgle. Or no, Death Guard is Nurgle, but who am I thinking of? It's been so long since I played, I've lost touch with all that. Yeah, we are not cutting that with the sprue cutters, because that will snap right there if I do that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Stay. Last time I played, the Tau Devilfish came in its own box, and you had to buy the Hammerhead and the Sky Ray separately. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Okay. You've got some flash on the peg. Now, this kit dates back to 1986. There.
NPC War Gaming asks, did you have it on a shelf that long?
No, I just got it off eBay. I did build it originally when it came out in '86.
NPC War Gaming said, I mean, that's a serious pile of shame if so.
No, none of my kits I've had that long. It's just nobody, as far as I can tell, nobody makes the original Bradley anymore in 35th scale. It's all the post-91 Operation Desert Storm version, which is in turn what we still use today. Obviously, seriously upgraded since then, but as far as externally, it still looks the same. Nobody makes this version anymore. I think Meng did one in 72nd scale. Oh, do I have to glue the hinge pieces on now? I do. Alright. It'll give them time to dry, I guess. Yeah, we recently did another APC, the FV432. Essentially the British version of the M113. Who knows? Maybe after this I'll get a warrior. I'll have to see if anybody does one with an interior. That.
Stream Elements said, check out my YouTube page at.
Yeah, we're dual streaming here, so Stream Elements will say stuff like that. And if you want to sub over there, greatly appreciated. There's a lot more over there to see as well. There's the shorts and other stuff. Go on. There we go. And I just took it right off again. Yay! I'm sorry if the F-35s are being a bit loud today. Nothing I can really do about it. A22 times 2. Then I need the D-sprue. I never really listened to this mix all the way through. This is some Star Chaser level, Legend of Orin level stuff here. Okay. D41. I think I just dated myself with that film reference.
Adventure Build Gaming said age is just a number.
Oh yeah. Until you start reaching closer to 50, then you start feeling that number really, really hard.
Adventure Build Gaming said just means you are learning.
You sure about that? It would be neat to see that film in theaters again. Especially if it's an original transfer, because it was, I think it was one of the first movies to use the polarizing 3D effect. And a lot of the ships for it were some early CG work. And it wasn't bad either. For the time, it fit really well. And, you know, corny 80s cheese. In all of its glory. Covered in a couple sink marks right by the transmissions. Why didn't I do that before I glued those on? Because I'm an idiot. It's fine. And things are falling off my desk. Yay!
Studios said BRB, need dinner.
No worries. I'll still be here for at least an hour and a half. If not, maybe longer. Depends on when the dinner demons want to strike. Okay.
Adventure Build Gaming said I need to go and make dinner.
Delta 25. There. Go need what you need, or go need. Go do what you need to do. Dinner's still a couple hours away for me. If I'm not on later this week. I'll be on again by Sunday. Just trying to find time between full-time and this. Yeah, it only fits one way. Okay, there we go. There we go. The other one. I'm not too worried about filling in these sink marks. That's what the texture paste is for. Got to use that stuff up before it dries up. And thanks for hanging out. Thank you again for the follow. Rear bulkhead. There it is. Oof. There is some flash on this part. This is where it's going to get interesting, because I think this hull is slightly bowed. It's not. Okay. Good. Or is it? Oh, there we go. Return rollers I'll wait on so I can paint them. D33. good. Now we're getting to the step where I have to put the interior floor in. There's something I want to do first. We'll need the upper hull. It's not called out for in the instructions. And I need my pictures. Okay. So the Tamiya kit also doesn't call out for this. But you see these little rings here. They are for the flotation skirt poles. And you got to slice them off this part and then glue them onto the hull. I've got to be very careful when I do this. There may be blood. And they don't give you spares. There's one. Get my reference image back up. There's one here. I don't mind that I got a little extra plastic with that. It'll melt down nicely. There. Now it looks like there's one right about here on the grill, and another one here. Check a different image here real quick. Yeah, okay. It's right above that second rivet. Oh no, I counted a rivet. It's actually more of a bolt head than a rivet. There. And I keep dropping stuff. To the other side. The reason I'm doing these one at a time is, well, I tend to lose stuff real easily, so... I need the shovel. Get the shovel glued on early, and then that way I can locate that one better. I hope everybody had a good weekend, though. Come on, locate it. There we go. This one is about there. And the last one... should be right about there. Okay, it's right here. We'll see. Okay. Now that that lunacy is over with, let's get back to the regularly scheduled building process. Not that I really schedule anything, I'm just saying that. Okay, B5 and B4. Actually, I need the mud flaps. This isn't a super complicated kit to build, really. I mean, it's 40 years old this year. Part of me still wants to do an Abrams to go with it. But not the other one, not the M1A one I did, but an original, initial production, you know, 105mm Abrams. We'll see. I still have to get through the Chieftain Mark 11 and a bunch of other stuff. I love that they have all this upside down in the instructions. And I don't mean I have the instructions themselves upside down. The drawing is. Excuse me. The other light. There it is. Okay. So aside from gluing the hatch on, which I may hold off doing until right before paint, because I can see this flopping around a lot while I'm handling it, and causing more damage than good. Let's get the floor glued in, start on that, and then if I can get the interior taken care of today. What do you key on? Alright, you just sit like that then. Now, for those new here that are still hanging around from the raid, I make it a point to get up and move around every hour. If I remember to. Sometimes you just get into the work and you kind of forget to get your ass up. So, how can I keep this down? I don't have a clamp that'll work that. So I'm going to put the pause screen up and take a quick little, probably about 5-minute move around break, because it's been about an hour. And then I'll be right back and we'll continue on with the interior. Alright, back. Not exactly 5 minutes, but enough for me to run up and down the stairs a couple times, get the blood flowing. Okay. How's the putty drying? Give it a shot. Yeah, still a little gummy. That's alright. I can get it later tonight. Sorry, trying to get the instructions to stand up for me. E50, 49, and 43. I think Sunday I'm going to attempt to get back onto the rocket half track and get that going again. So close to being able to paint on that. Okay. There we go. Internal fire extinguishers. E44. Gonna be a lot of little sub-assemblies on this too, though. Anything I can glue in place beforehand, I will attempt to. But things like the seats, the reloads for the tow missile launcher, all that I'll probably leave loose. Like this, I think I can glue in place. Come on. There we go. Stay. Yeah, that'll go like so. Alright. Okay, one more check of something. I wish this kit had more of the turret interior, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to be having a figure in one hatch, the other one closed. Okay, yeah, I can assemble that. E29, E42. What am I looking at? Oh, okay. Oh, that is 29 right there. There. today's stream's probably just going to be a quick little 2-hour one. If I can keep from dropping stuff, we might actually make some forward progress on this. This attaches in here somehow. Like that. Okay. E4, probably the radio. Looks kind of radio-ish. Don't really know. You can't find pictures of any unmodified interiors anymore to kind of tell you what's what. Something to do with the driver's controls. That's not good. There's that. Where do those go? Okay, they're one of the last seats. All right. This will be fine to put in as is, because I'll really only have to paint the front faces of these after I paint the interior color. It's one heck of an ammo rack. I think they're the 25mm round cases. 37. I have to say this though, I am looking forward to the next update for Stalker Heart of Chernobyl. It's due out next week, and they're reopening one of the old labs from the original games. And I think it's part of why the game has been feeling off to some people, is because it doesn't have that feel to it yet. And the labs was what really established that. Now this I will not glue in when it's ready. Because these are the reload tubes for the tow missile launcher. They have to be painted olive drab. This has to be painted black. The rubberized supports for them. And you'll be able to see a lot of the interior. The back door, obviously, the top hatch, driver's hatch, will all be opened. It'll be painted that wonderful seafoam green. Are those even worth filling? Nah, you're not even going to see them. Drop. Wonder if Ares is back from dinner yet. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I was just thinking that, you know, everybody just needs a hug.
The busy builder just redeemed 3 hugs.
Sorry, my eyes are itching. It's been a long day.
just followed.
Luciano, thank you for the follow.
Said thank you for following Luciano Lucas smiley face.
Just going over each step, making sure I've got everything I need where I need it.
RS_studios
Oh,
just
more
posted
hugs.
a free hug.
Hugs for the follows. And here's the ready 5.56 for the other weapons. That lives over here.
RS_studios said, lurk. Screamelement said RS_studios has been abducted by a facehugger. Soon they will have a chest-bursting experience.
Why am I having trouble with this all of a sudden? Does it fit like that? You wouldn't think it fits like that. It doesn't fit like that. But next payday, I definitely have to get to the craft store and get some wooden bases. I've got a lot of things piling up in their later stages that I can't finish without them. To build seat L. No. Okay. Which one is that? H. Simply because the frame that it needs right here is broken. I want to glue this back together, then glue it to the seat, and hopefully that will just hold it all together. Okay, don't move. $51, $27, and 58 or 8. There's 8. $27. Hey, model student. Welcome in. Yeah, we've got about another 40 minutes or so if things keep going the way they are. If they pick up, we could be on longer. Had a nice raid from somebody on Twitch. Bunch of new followers from them too. Much appreciated. Now if we can only get the Twitch followers to catch up to the YouTube subs, that would be awesome. But I do know Twitch is a much smaller community, so it's not going to be easy. There we go. How have you been? Looks like you're really rocking out on that BF 110. I almost bought that same kit. Saw it on eBay for $15. That close. That close. But I figure I just bought a Chieftain and another F1 car. I got enough. I got enough going on. I don't need a 32nd scale German aircraft from World War II. There. This part broke on the sprue. Tweezers, where'd you go?
At the model student 20 said, "Lol, I saw you got your car. I am going to start that Academy A1 Viper now, I think."
That's a great kit, very simple paint scheme. Not a lot of thought into it. I mean, hell, you saw how I went. Not that I showed much, it went from built to painted in like 4 days. Really? Trying to be fancy. Fancy ain't working. The base color for almost the entire cockpit on that thing is just flat black, with different variations of black and dark gray for like the seats and other things. Come on, go in there. Go to your hole. There.
At the model student 20 said, "Rolling on the floor, laughing emoji, thumbs up emoji."
So this is seat H, which lives here. Not gonna glue you in just yet. I is the same, just backwards. So I need to make 2 seat eyes.
At the model student 20 said, "It was a quick build. I have the 3D printed decals for the cockpit too."
Oh, wait till you see what I've got in mind for that charger. I'm working on getting the body stripped back down to plastic now. Sadly, I had to buy a used one. E51 times 2. But it's definitely going resto mod. Tucked in bumpers, replace the headlights. Some different spoilers, you know, things like that.
At the model student 20 said, "That is gonna be cool."
We'll see. 23, 25. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I may light it. Might do some hex mesh, 3D print some hex material and put that mesh over the lights. Kind of French everything in a little better, flush it up a bit more.
At the model student 20 said, "I saw the custom work on the F1 car that was WAAAA cool."
Yeah, that I kind of put on the back burner because I figure if I went that far, I need to gather a few more reference pictures off that site I found. And I don't want to go like full on, you know, batshit crazy. But I want to be sure that engine bay looks full. Ow!
At the model student
But I did get another F1 car. It doesn't have an engine, so I'm not too worried about that. It's the 2005 McLaren 420. The MP4-20.
At the model student 20 said now y'all have to wire it and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go like crazy on the wiring on the Revell F1. I might run some lengths of like stretch sprue across the engine to simulate the wiring harnesses, but I'm not gonna make sure everything follows all the way to where it's supposed to go and all that. But I want to make,
Model student 20 said I still have a
yeah, I want to make
well.
what was I saying? I need to make the faces for the radiator grills, since they are not represented. That won't be hard. And then throw some hoses on that to fill in that gap. But unfortunately, I was not able to win one of the new Chargers I was bidding on. They got above 90 bucks, and I'm like, nah, you know what, screw it. I got my used one for less. It's complete aside from some styrene tube for some of the shock mounts. I can throw that together easy. Okay, so that one goes there. Goes there. I'm just temporarily placing these to keep them in order. That way I don't have a million parts all over the workbench. Okay. E2, E22. Because I have to be able to remove them so I can paint them better. This is seat E, which goes by the back door right here. I'm really interested to see the new one Revell's making. It's the more current orange and black McLaren with the Google tires on it. And it, size-wise, if you were to take the real cars, put them next to each other, the new one looks like a 1/20th scale one next to a 1/24 scale one. That's how much bigger it is. It's crazy. I will glue the driver's seat in, though. Maybe.
At the model student 20 said yes, that will be a nice gift.
If we ever get it here in the States. Hey, Python. How you doing? Welcome to the channel.
The model student 20 said Yoda. Thumbs up emoji.
Yoda? What? Huh? Missing something, I am. Know this person, do you? I do have some sad news, though. My radio control BB-8 might be dead. I'll have to crack them open and see. Oh, there goes everything.
At the model, student 20 said, saying hey to Mr. Python.
Ah, okay. See, missing something I was. I have to see if I can crack it open again and figure out what kind of NiCad battery it requires. E6. $28 and $52. I'm just happy this really does look like a thoroughly filled interior.
Watching some of the Adepticon last night. Some Inson stuff on display. Those guys are coots. Grinning face with sweat emoji.
Yeah, but it's a completely different mindset, too. I used to build that stuff. Not too much anymore. Never was a big fantasy person, you know? I know Adepticon is more than just Warhammer, but
At the model, student 20 said they would never sell those paint colors if it wasn't for that genre.
oh yeah, they would. Where does seat F go? Seat F lives here. Okay.
At the model, student 20 said me neither. I don't mind some stuff, but mostly sci-fi for me.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the instructions, seeing what I've done already, what I still need to do. Ready reloads for the tow launcher. One of you is slightly larger than the other, which means that's the outward facing one. Okay.
At the model student 20 said cool, it has a lot of interior as the back opening is so big. I like those Bradleys.
Yep. And this kit was made in '86. And I think this was made before the AAV was. Let me see something here. Off to the Google we go. Yeah. Wait, what was that? Okay. So this kit was released after the Bradley in terms of Tamiya's catalog. This is the Academy version, but it's essentially a copy of the Tamiya kit. How is it Tamiya did a interior in this, but it took 2009 and Hobby Boss before we got an LVTP or AAV with an interior? I feel kind of cheated now. Okay. 24, 11, 51. Yeah. I just thought it was funny. And Tamiya didn't even make the AAV. I think it was actually the same issue. Somebody had scratch built a 35th scale AAV. And in that issue of Fine Scale Modeler was the announcement that Tamiya was releasing one in 1/35th scale. It's like, talk about a slap to the face. Hey, I spent all this time scratch building this. Yeah, we're releasing one next month, love. Great. Whee! Dropping stuff left and right because my fingers don't want to work. I think I definitely need to see if somebody makes an interior kit for a warrior. You didn't have to. Just letting you know, because in the video you didn't seem sure of what they were. I thought I heard a cat hiccup behind me. She's asleep in her donut. She hiccups in her sleep sometimes.
At the model student 20 said rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Come here. Fine, you don't want to get pinched, you're going to get stabbed. So seat L. Where do you live, seat L? Uh-oh. Oh, I did skywrap. I fuckered up, but it's reversible because I caught it early. Because I am not perfect. Okay. Aha, L goes here. Alright, still got a few more seats to build. Or at least one. So I did have it right the first way. There. That goes back there. And this goes in front of it. Okay, it's some ready 25, and then... Okay. Boop. Boop. Did I lose my place? I did. Overall, though, not a terrible kit for its age. I'll have to hide some things on the interior with, like, bags and stuff like that. Yeah, but my thought process behind the 72 Charger kit is cyberpunk style resto mod. I'm even going to look around, see if I can find some better supercharger intake ducting and stuff like that for it. Because right now it's just got the classic 3-hole birdcage through the hood. And I might do something different there.
The model student 20 said, whoa.
Too much? I don't know. We'll see what I can come up with. It might not be as extreme as you think. Okay.
At the model student 20 said beat up or future flash.
More future flashy. Think black pearl metallic base color with probably purple to blue color shift striping on the outside. Kind of what's in the picture I posted.
At the model student 20 said Mad Max or Logan, run grinning face with sweat emoji.
And I know it sounds strange, but in between some of the striping, a hot pink pinstripe. Sounds weird. Trust me. Trust the process. But I'm going to take some time into thinking up some ground effects and air dams that work with the body, that aren't too radically overdone. Okay. I completely lost where I was. There I am.
The model
Okay.
student 20 said I trust yes.
Oh, found out last night our 19-year-old Arnie, our little kitty cat, is now deaf. He can't hear shit.
Studios said poor kitty.
Oh, he's still happy as a fucking clam, but yeah, he's deaf as a post now. Doesn't have to listen to me anymore, right? Alright.
Studios said might be a blessing.
Oh, no, it isn't. He meows so loudly now. We were wondering why he'd gotten louder. And then we did some testing and figuring out. Yeah, it turns out he's deaf. Doesn't even respond to snack treats. Yeah, we should have the Chieftain Mark 11 here by the weekend. You would think, but it's actually the complete opposite. He's become even more needy. Nothing is flashy. I really don't like that look of spoiler on the Charger body. My neighbor's got a Roadrunner, a 73 Roadrunner, so a very similar shape. And he's got one of... It's a legit spoiler for the car, but it still looks like a bolted-on aftermarket junky thing. So I was thinking, and this is where the Mad Max element comes into it a little bit. You know how the Falcon in that had the roof spoiler right across the back line of the roof, and the trunk spoiler, but they were molded. They looked like they were part of the car. But combine that with a more modern flare, so probably some notch work in it or something. And I was thinking of making some rear window louvers. In a more aggressive modern styling. But first I have to get the probably 30-year-old, maybe even 40-year-old tester's paint stripped off of it. Okay. And then once that's done, I'm going to dunk the chrome, strip that all the way down. Probably go for a more brushed aluminum look on it instead. No, he's a good cat. He's actually probably one of the best cats I've ever had. I'm gonna miss him. I honestly thought he was gonna be gone 2 years ago, after he ran off.
Student 20 said something I like about those big-ass aluminum spoiler on those 1/4 mile strip cars. They just look boss.
But they also make sense on those quarter-mile cars. Doesn't make sense on a street car. I've already got the replacement wheels printed out. Thought I showed you those the other day. No, they're in the box and I had it put up. You'll just have to wait and see. Put it this way, I want it to feel like something you'd listen to music like this driving.
At the model student 20 said my really puss walks with me and the dog.
Yeah, our Arnie boy, our cats aren't outdoor cats. So,
At the model student 20 said it does if you're insane. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
no, I'm trying to, I mean, obviously cyberpunk car, not thinking too logically. I don't want to go as far as making the unicorn, but I want it to look like something that could kick the unicorn's ass. And that's a tall order, I know. But again, even that cart was purpose-built to do what it did.
At the model student 20 said, have you seen that channel where he turns everything into a hover park?
No,
Cool.
I don't look around too much anymore, to be honest. E18. So, but at this rate, Monday's stream might start a little late. Simply because I've got to make a run to the craft store. I wanted to try and get up real early. I know I always say that. But I need to get to the craft store, get some bases so I can get going on some of these other projects. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna look nice. So this lower portion is essentially done, I think. Not gluing that on yet. I want to get the last few bits in the upper portion, and then we'll probably go for the night.
The model student 20 said that was a satisfying flick.
It were.
Atara Sakamichi said, "Is this Tamaya, I assume? Never tried one, so I might try someday."
This is the Academy ripoff of the Tamiya kit. Physically, it's exactly the same. Even down to the on the floor plate for the interior. So if you do pick the kit up, look on the other side, underside of this piece. You'll see 8 rings. They're meant to be cut off and glued on here. Just never called out for in the instructions. It's an older kit, but it still checks out. Okay, we are not doing the portal guns.
RS_studio said, "I see what you did there."
Hey, you gotta show that geek cred, right? I'm interested in next year, though. Round 2 is releasing a 32nd scale TIE interceptor. I might have to get that. I was never a fan of the plain Jane TIE fighter, but a squint I can get behind. That's the Star Wars nickname for the interceptors. But Atara, yes, this is the Tamiya kit. No, it's not.
RS_studio said, "I like interceptors."
And they're doing a TIE bomber in plastic. Give me original trilogy Star Wars stuff any day. Wonder what I'll get first, the Humvee or the TIE Fighters? Find out the release date for the TIE Fighters and set a countdown clock. A15? I don't know the scale of the bomber. If it's in scale with the interceptor, it's going to be huge. We'll know more at Wonderfest, Kentucky this year, depending on what they're doing with it. They'll have something on display. But hell, I still haven't even heard an update on the Cygnus. But I hate to say, I think I'm right. They're having to retool the entire hull to accommodate the length correction. So since I'm not using the dumb little stripped down M16s that stick out the sides, I'm using the blocked off portals. Main reason I'm not using them is I don't want to keep snapping them. But it gives you the option for either one. So if I'm able to get on tomorrow, which there's a... I don't know, I'd say there's a 60 to 70% chance right now. We'll be painting the interior on this, and then getting going on the outside of it. But I wanted to at least get construction going. Let it dry overnight.
At the model, student 20 said, "Get up, get down," with the Cygnus rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
You will treat Disney's first horror film with respect, thank you. Nah, make fun of it all you want. It was a hokey mess. With a little more refinement, though, it could have become something really interesting.
At the model, student 20 said, "Looks like a fair bit done today."
Well, full interior. And all the road wheels and stuff.
At the model, student 20 said, "I liked it as a kid, it was weird."
It's still a fun movie to turn on a rainy Sunday, to believe it or not. And as an adult, if you pay just a little more attention to it, there's a couple of holy shit moments that you didn't realize the first time around. I don't want to bump it around too much because of those loose seats all inside. But yeah, you'll be able to see a lot. Don't ignore this hole. But yeah, you'll see plenty in there, especially once it's seafoam green. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits for the day here. Thank you everybody for the follows on the Twitch side. We got, I think, 3 or 4 good ones today.
At the model, student 20 said,
Yeah, the OG Planet of the Apes is good too. It's hokey but good. Thanks for the raid. And all the new eyes, and I hope you come back. And I hope everybody has a good day, a good evening. No, I am not going to try and light this thing. But the top hatch will be open as well. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. And I will see you all later. Gonna try my best to be on tomorrow. If I am unable to make it on, I'll be on Sunday. But yeah, I want to try and push myself to push through this week. Not in a kind of rush kind of way, but again, I feel like I'm spending too much time down not doing anything or just spinning my wheels on stuff. So tomorrow, interior paint, and we'll go from there. And this will have the summer camo from the 80s on it. So the dark green, light green with the crow's feet. So everybody take it easy. Thanks for the follows, thanks for the subs and everything else. And then, yeah, take it easy. Have a good day. Have a good